The 2021 Florida Blue Florida Classic had several different storylines, but you can't talk about the Classic without first getting started with the kickoff luncheon. Dignitaries from the city, including Mayor Buddy Dyer and Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings, came out and rendered their support for both teams. And then the presidents, athletic directors, and head coaches got into the annual banter. It's a fitting kickoff for a storied rivalry between Bethune-Cookman University Wildcats and the Florida A&M University Rattlers. Their first meeting as new members of the SWAC. It's as much a part of the Florida Blue Florida Classic tradition as halftime. The event is also a fundraiser for scholarships for both institutions. In all, both schools earn over $1 million annually from the Florida Blue Florida Classic.
But I'm guessing that's not the winning streak you want to talk about in this rivalry.
Really no need to talk about any winning streak. Why talk about it? We all know it's there. No reason to talk about it.
Is there any extra added pressure going into a game like this, knowing that 9 in a row is the mark right now?
The pressure is not on me. My pressure comes during the week. I'm not playing tomorrow. So I don't have any pressure.
After a tough loss at the University of South Florida, this senior class, this group of leaders made a decision that the standard of excellence that we set for ourselves would not be wavered, and they haven't wavered from that, and they've won in every way they imaginable this year, and right now we know we're worthy of being one of the top 24 teams in America to represent the FCS in the playoffs.
This year, new athletic director and head basketball coach Reggie Theus of Bethune-Cookman felt right at home in the chatter.
Well, you know, this is exciting. I think there's funny colors on the other side. Maroon and gold is a lot better color combination. I don't know who actually wears orange and green. So, but I like this side of the room better.
Saturday, everyone has their game faces on. After a year off, even Shea Simmons, wife of Willie Simmons, and her family are ready for some football. With NFL scouts scattered throughout Camping World Stadium, pro prospect Marquise Bell was focused on redemption from his first Florida Classic in 2019. Simmons also entertained several big-time recruits and spoke to them and their parents before the game. With all the hoopla in the rear view, it was time for the Wildcats and Rattlers to take it to the stage. SWAC Commissioner Dr. Charles McClellan was in the house to witness his conference's newest members face off head-to-head. After the pregame with the Marching 100, it was time to tee it up. BCU scored on the first play from scrimmage, and it was a bomb. Unfortunately, with all the TV cameras and everyone shuffling, we didn't catch that shot. But trust me, at the end of this pass was Darryl Powell, who burned the corner and scampered the rest of the way. Terry Simmons and the Wildcats already had FAMU in a 7-0 hole. But the Rattler defense was like, fool me once, shame on you. And Isaiah Land, the nation's FCS sack leader, sacked quarterback Devin Black. Then B.J. Bowler, who would end up being the game's MVP, got into the act, picking off Black and returning it deep into BCU territory. FAMU quarterback Rashawn McKay hit All-American Xavier Smith on a hitch route, and the X-Man did the rest, shaking a DB and outracing the BCU secondary before leaping for the pylon to get the first touchdown for the Rattlers. The extra point was blocked, so BCU maintained a 7-6 lead. Smelling blood in the water, Savion Williams clogged up the middle for this tackle. And on this one, the whole Dark Cloud defense, as their president named them, gets into the act. And it was pretty much the story of the day. Back on offense, McKay hits Jamari Shareed for a nice gain. McKay comes back on the other side and hits Chad Hunter, who drags that left foot to stay in bounds. Then it's big boy time. Jalen McLeod bowls his way into the end zone. The Rattlers would take a 13-7 lead and not look back. BCU quarterback Devin Black was like, "Let me get a few of these yards," and he rolled left and scampered for good yardage. Unfortunately, on the very next play, the FAMU defense swarmed Keyshawn Byrd, forcing 3rd and long. That's when Stanley Minter made what may be the defensive play of the day. He pushed his way in the backfield, tackling both the left guard and the quarterback. In the second quarter, BCU D lineman Mason Hill penetrated the backfield and bring down FAMU Shareed for a loss. Terrell Jennings ran into a brick wall into Kevin Thomas and stopped short for a loss. Bethune would then switch and bring in former UAPB quarterback Shannon Patrick to try to jumpstart the offense. On this play, Jennings would dive his way into the end zone for another FAMU score. The defense then picked it up tremendously in the third period. Byrd has nowhere to go before Derek Mayweather wraps him up. Marquise Bell stops this short pass right in its tracks. Savion Williams dives to make this stop for the Rattlers. With FAMU back on offense, Bishop Bonnet makes this run on the left side. The Rattlers stalled on offense and had to settle for a field goal, but this is where the wheels came off for BCU. Patrick completes a pass to Josh Reichs, but FAMU's BJ Bowler strips it and scores. This play shifted the whole game's momentum as the Rattlers would score 30 unanswered points in the third quarter. The Orlando native was playing his first ever game in Camping World Stadium. Then Bishop Bonnet would reel off this 38-yard touchdown and add style points to the Rattlers' bid for an at-large FCS bid. The 6th-year super senior, as they're called, ended the celebration with a Lambeau leap. To really tap out the game, Jimmy Robinson made a big run, but Marquise Bell had the wherewithal to strip the ball and it fell into the hands of 5'11", 300-pound D lineman Gentle Hunt, who scampered 46 yards with a caravan of blockers to the end zone. Show the big boys some love. BCU wasn't going to quit though. Darryl Powell grabs this long pass with soft hands and put the Wildcats in the red zone. Kamari Everett is a grown man. At 6'6", 260, the University of Louisville transfer was like, "Come on and ride in this end zone with me." The Rattlers went to the ground game at this point to run out the clock. But Devin Black was like, "Not so fast, my friends." It set up another touchdown to the grown man as Everett grabbed this one with one hand. That would be all the scoring in the game as FAMU would prevail 46-21 as Simmons got a Gatorade bath, but didn't even feel it. After the game, Simmons walked over to greet Everett, whom he tried to recruit to FAMU.
Yeah, this win was very sweet, very sweet. You know, just hearing about this, this 9-year streak. My parents are alums from here. I have a lot of family that went here, so just being able to, just go out there and with my name on my back and end this streak, also going out again to MVP and just helping my brothers go out there and win, especially the senior class. It's just a very, very big victory for us.
Again, all in all, these guys they're different. They're cut from a different cloth. They believe, they play together, they play for one another, and they deserve all the credit. They deserve all the credit for just continuing to believe in this process and going out there on that football field and giving everything they have. That's why I'm blessed and honored to be the head football coach. You take this job, you're chasing I mean, you're chasing not even ghosts. You're chasing people you never will catch. Like, there will never be another Jake Gaither. You know, no matter how many games we win here at this university, no one will be able to duplicate what Jake Gaither did. You know, Rudy Hubbard won this thing, right? We're talking about getting into the playoffs, and not many HBCUs get that opportunity. Rudy Hubbard won it, the whole thing. Right, so that will never happen again as far as being the first to do something. And Billy Joe brought an air of excitement around here that we hadn't seen before, and really may not have seen since he left. You know, but again, I take it as an honor and a privilege to sit in that office every day, knowing that I'm a part of history, a part of greatness. And I think these guys feel the same thing, right? When we walk down that hallway and we look at the NFL Hall of Famers, when we look at the College Football Hall of Famers, the first conference guys, just what this program has meant for so long, that's why I'm so thankful to my boss, VP Gaucher, for coming in and making a commitment to giving us the facilities that we have, right? It means something to a young man when he can see what he's a part of, when he can see the championships, where he can see all the things that we're chasing every single day. And it's a constant reminder to our young men that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? The path has been set. The foundation has been laid. We just have to go out there and do our best and do what we know we're capable of doing, and we will be just like those teams. And so we would love an opportunity to try to do what, Rudy Hubbard did in 78 and do what Billy Joe did in 98, which almost do the same thing. So, give us a chance, and I think we'll be able to show the world what we're really made of.
After handling business on the field, the FAMU National Alumni Association and the Office of Alumni Affairs hosted a watch party for the Rattlers in Orlando at the FAMU College of Law. One interesting note, the last time FAMU made the FCS playoffs, it didn't even have a law school, and the state-of-the-art building hadn't even been designed.
It's only fitting that we're here at the law school, getting ready to, again, hopefully hear some great news. Again, playing our final game in Orlando, being able to come here to a place that has done so much for our university and for this country is truly a special blessing.
Follow FAMU. Let's show you the rest of the bracket. Thanks for...
Words can't describe how I'm feeling right now. I'm just so happy for these young men. They've earned it. We have a saying, our motto is leave no doubt. And I think the way we played the last 9 games of the season, we left no doubt that we were one of the top 24 teams in America. And I'm just thankful for the committee, for all the decision makers that saw our work, saw our body of work on the football field, for everyone who advocated for this program. And we're looking forward to showing the world what we're made of. So we're not done. We're not done. I think it speaks to just the support for this program and what we bring to the table on a national scale. To have the commissioner at the Florida Classic, a game that really had no implications as far as the conference goes, but just to represent Florida A&M, again, to continue that push that if we took care of business on the football field, which we did, we were very deserving of a playoff bid. And again, just so excited for these young men. Looking forward to seeing them continue to work. I was not ready to leave them, and this senior class, this Bishop Bonus of the world, just excited to continue to get to work with these guys, and we're going to try to see if we can make lightning strike twice. When they make a big play, it's the entire defense celebrating. And when a guy like General Hunt, a 300-pound guy, picks up a ball and runs 40 yards for a touchdown, it's not only the 10 guys that were on the field with them, it's the entire sideline. They're all getting involved. Offensive players are excited to see a defensive lineman score a touchdown. Again, defensive backs were excited. It just shows, it speaks to how close this group really is. I've been coaching for a long time now, and I'd be hard-pressed to find a closer football team than this 21 Rattlers program.